Hello, everyone.
Bonsoir tout le monde.
So, welcome to Wine and Real Estate. Whoops. And we're going to shut off the camera just to get things started and test our audio, which we should have done before. Now we're on the right mic. Anyway.
There you go. Hello, everybody.
Start over. Welcome to Wine and Real Estate.
Bienvenue à Vin et Immobilier.
So, tonight, ce soir, we're drinking
Pinot Noir, actually from France. So, it's called Le Réservoir. Oh, and we actually don't drink very often French wine.
No.
This one's very nice. We've actually been kind of tasting a lot of the local vibe, I guess we'll say, in Moncton lately, but
surfing the wave.
Yes, surfing the wave. But
the mascaret, like we wanted to do.
We've been having some nice wines from
Ishibukto.
And also from Moncton. All kind of local things, beer from the pump house and just
Magnetic Hill.
Yeah, it's been great.
Winery.
But tonight we broke down and just had this ordinary wine from France.
Le Réservoir.
It's actually nice. Pinot Noir is a nice light red for summer. So that's always nice.
Yes.
So what are we talking about tonight? Tonight we don't have a guest, and that was intentional. We wanted to have one night where we're just kind of doing chill and kind of giving you guys an update. But what's really, I guess, kind of interesting is what we've been going through lately, and we've been having a lot of challenges in real estate. And we thought it would be a great time to talk about the actual challenges that there are.
We should have had Sarah Larby on. She loves horror stories. This would have been perfect.
Sarah, if you're watching, we're talking horror stories tonight.
So horrible, the bad, the ugly. How do you say it? The bad?
The good,
the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this one's mostly the ugly and the bad.
I still have a good to get out of all this. Yes, there's always a good side to everything. So tonight we're talking about sort of the challenges that come along with real estate investing.
Yes, so it's not all roses and ponies and rainbows. And tonight's event is brought to you in part by Mike and Leanne Nicholson from Referral Mortgages. Mm-hmm. So for all for all your mortgage needs, I want to refer them so much.
Yeah, so they are such an awesome couple. They're investors themselves, and they know mortgages. They know
the challenges, the bad and the ugly. They know all about it.
I'm sure that they do.
They can help you. They can coach you. That's the interesting part, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. And that's why, like, we handpick our sponsors, so we don't just take on anybody. Mm-hmm. They can coach you through investment number 1, 2, 3, 4, 100. So
because they've been there.
That's it. They know. They still remember how to get started. And they're a couple. We love working with power couples, so it's really cool. Anybody single is fine too, but
they'll take single people as well, but
we're like, whatever. So anyway, so bad and horror stories. So let's start. What's the best Jennifer's moment yesterday that just made her day?
Yes, it kind of is bad to think about that, but we have had a few challenges with our investments in Moncton. And yesterday we actually finally got to file the papers to, unfortunately, sue a property management company.
Yeah. So
that's kind of the bad side. But I will admit it, it's not nice to say, but I was happy.
She was glowing.
I was happy to deliver the papers just because of the HELL that we've been through with that.
Yeah. So that
with property management.
Yeah, this company really did not help us at all, and they did something really bad. And anyway, we've been hesitating. Should we sue them? What should we do? And we're not vindicative. We don't believe in suing and doing things like that. But in this case, just for the principle, it's not even the amount.
It's actually not a large amount of money, but because we have a partner involved, and I think that's part of it, for respect for our partner to get their money back as well.
Yeah, and for us, self-respect is important. So in this business, you do need to stand your ground. Mm-hmm. And I mean, worst case, we just move on, whatever. Yeah. So, but Jennifer...
I was a little too happy to deliver.
Yeah, we were in the car, and you have to serve it.
I'm going to repent.
And the people at the court, they said, okay, you have to serve it in person. We're like, oh, this is interesting. I thought it had to be done through registered mail. And then we're arguing, who's going to serve the papers? So I dropped her off, and she was like, yes, here you go. You've been served. So we'll see what the result is. And it's more the principle. I mean, we're people of our words, and I think everybody should be. If you say something, do it. If you can't, you've got things going on, tell us, and then let's just part ways. That's okay.
Yeah,
we're understanding. Absolutely. But don't lie and hide things and steal. That's just not right. So whatever. So we are following that, and that's an ugly kind of horror story, and that's like a year-long battle for a very small amount. And we would have given up, but just like Jennifer said, we have a partner, so we care and respect, and it's a small amount, but anyway, principles. So, and
it's
again, to add to all this fun this week, yay, evictions.
Yeah, so yesterday we had to start the eviction process for 2 tenants. That was kind of another, I guess, a little bit of a horror story. But the good news is that the eviction process in New Brunswick is a little bit more favorable for landlords. So if someone didn't pay their rent in New Brunswick, then you can evict them. It's not pleasant. I mean, we don't really like.
No, and we're always sad.
That was another moment where we were arguing who's going to go put the eviction notices on the door.
But no one wanted to go.
Yeah, nobody wanted to do that one. So
I could have gone a second time to serve the other company. So Jennifer kept the car running. I'm like, okay, I'm going to run, turn the key, and then post a notice on the door, and ran out the door. I think it took me like 10 seconds.
That was the fastest you've ever done anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think that it's important to stick your ground again with things like that.
And we're fair. I mean,
we're fair. We don't charge rent that's above market rent, and we do try and keep like the property nice and repair things when they get broke. Like anything happens, things happen in apartments, things get broke or stuff happens. So we try to keep the apartments nice, and we expect to have rent. So
yeah, and August 1st, I mean, this was a long weekend. So we're like, August 1st, okay, rent's not in. So August 2nd, we started sending out messages. Hey, I know it's the long weekend, but we do have systems in place. You can pay through our portal. You can e-transfer. There's a lot of options. So it's not like, that's not a good excuse, like long weekend. But okay, it seems to happen a lot on long weekends. People pay at like, on the 1st at like 11:30 p.m. So kind of let it slide. Then August 3rd, I started making phone calls, and I said, today, if we don't hear back, you're being served. Notice to vacate. So that's the process here.
The good news is we did get one of the 2 tenants that did pay their rent after that. So that's already fixed. I mean, we're probably going to have to go further with the other one, but I think that it's important to kind of stick to your guns and make sure that
this is a business.
Yeah, it's a business. We're not. Like, I don't want to be paying people to stay at the apartment.
No, and if you go to
Otherwise,
Walmart,
I'll just keep working we'll just get full-time jobs and not pay anybody to do it.
Yeah, and just enjoy life and sit back and paddleboard till we die. So, no, but seriously, and you do need to show that this is a business, this is serious, and even if things happen, okay, we're understanding, but it is a business. If you go to Walmart and grab a loaf of bread and walk out, you'll see they're going to react very quickly. You
won't be leaving with the loaf of bread for free, that's for sure.
Nope, you might lose a hand or something. So anyway, but that's been a challenge and a learning curve. Yeah. And in a way, these tenants do not realize that here, these evictions are actually beneficial. So that's the silver lining, because we did want to turn over the units. Yeah. But it's still unfortunate because we still feel sad. I mean, that means something's going on in the person's life. And that is sad. We want to help people and make sure they thrive and go well. But I guess
I'd much rather see a tenant move out because they bought themselves a house and are thriving. But unfortunately, that's not always the case.
No.
But one other really good news is we have been accomplishing a lot since we've been here in Moncton. We've been getting a lot of projects done, and our kids have been helping us a lot. So we actually had them painting again today. They're just getting so good at painting. If anybody wants painting jobs done
in Ottawa,
we have a great connection.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. The little hands. They're teenagers. They're 15 and 17, so no slave labor.
No, we do pay them. But what I just find such a blessing is that they're learning a lot of things that we didn't maybe learn when we were teenagers necessarily. And I think that a lot of teenagers now are learning the value of work, the value of money. They do know a lot about real estate investing. That's for sure.
They know what to look for, and they point to us certain things. Oh, the light bulbs maybe should be changed to LED. It's going to save you on hydro. And they start pointing out things here and there that you should fix. We're like, okay, this is good. So yeah, it's important to make a family affair. Absolutely. And we share with the kids, okay, the lawsuit, it's not fun. We don't like doing this. And evictions. It's not pleasant either. I'd rather part ways in a pleasant manner, but I guess it happens. So
Yeah, absolutely.
what else did we have as challenges this week? Mortgages. So
yes, that's true. We did. We signed today on a mortgage for another property, and it's actually closing tomorrow. But
Yes.
it was a challenge because sometimes when you're getting to several mortgages, it can be a challenge to close on mortgages. You get asked for everything. Like I think
a
I
pound
think
of
that the
flesh.
bank knows my blood type.
Yeah, so we should resolve then. They should know about the mosquitoes. You know, there's a blood type that attracts more mosquitoes.
And I know I must have that blood type.
So ask the bank.
I really
the
do.
bank should know what
Yes.
blood type. So.
The bank should know. I'm sure that they know everything from whenever we started working up until now. They know all about.
They're watching us right now. So anyway, seriously though, when you're applying for a mortgage, it's not always easy. That's why you need a solid team like Mike and Leanne.
Absolutely.
And lawyers. Wow, what a blessing again.
Yeah.
Milena Cardinal, she's not a sponsor here tonight, but wow, shout out to her team.
Her
Tammy
team is amazing.
And Grace. And
easiest closings, even in difficult situations that we've ever had. I am just delighted to work with them.
Yeah.
And even when we said, we're not going to mention the bank, but I'm sorry, we're going to
this lender
close with this lender.
Yeah.
They were like, we're just going to make it work. So I think that was really positive, and I think that that's something that happens a lot in the real estate investing community. Is they're really real estate investor focused lawyers, and
they saw beyond
they know
this
how to
lender.
Get it done.
If any of you if anyone's a mortgage broker or an investor, you know which lender we're talking about.
Yes.
Without naming names. And this lender is picky. They know more than your blood type. But we did succeed. Sure. We kept filing the same documents 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and it got through somehow. So that's it. Persistence is very important, and pivoting as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You have to be very flexible in real estate investing. Oh, yeah. That's something that we've learned.
Yeah, see, we're gymnasts, but we're just
we just tell our daughter
too much padding for gymnastics.
We're fat gymnasts.
Yes, there you go. But real estate gymnasts. So you need to know what to look for and how to navigate all the curveballs. So I'm job free.
Job free, I love that.
Which makes it a lot harder to qualify for mortgages. You have to go with alternate lenders, B lenders, as some people call them. And some of them do have much bigger requirements. Some are better, but some are worse. So you never know, but it is an option. Mm-hmm. And with that, you're able to keep qualifying even without a job. So I still have income, of course, but it's not from T4 income, which makes
which sometimes doesn't always get used in the qualification for a mortgage. So that can be challenging, something that you have to realize before you quit your 9 to 5.
Yes.
But that's something that also a good mortgage broker can talk to you about and give you good counsel about.
Yeah, you need to plan and make a solid plan. How will you finance your next acquisition if you are to leave your job? And maybe you need to refinance before you do that. So we went a little crazy and we bought all kinds of things.
We did have the conversation. We really did sit down and talk about it and say, okay, if you don't have your job and we can't use your income to qualify,
what's next?
What's next for us? So that's part of the reason why we can do JVs.
Yeah. And our mortgage broker said, oh, no problem. Here's what we do. And that's it. So proper planning, having that power team is crucial. Mm-hmm. Same thing, I guess, with lawsuits and property management. So a good legal team as well is very important because you never know how things will go, like contracts go south, bad tenants, or good tenants, super good tenants like we've had in the past.
Yeah, so we've
really
had
good,
the
scary good.
Yeah, we've had really amazing tenants too, like tenants that keep the floor so clean you could eat off of them.
Or they bug you because there's a scratch in a closet somewhere hidden. So it's a double-edged sword. You have to be careful what you wish for.
No, but usually I think that we, in general,
they're good,
attract very good tenants. So that's.
But the tenants we are evicting are tenants we inherited with the property.
Yeah, so that's
the ones we pick. We've had one bad apple.
Yeah.
Because of a sob story.
Yes, we were too tired.
Run if you hear a sob story from a tenant. Just flee.
Yes, but in general, we pick really good tenants, and the ones that you do inherit, unfortunately, you'd have to work with them. But there are ways to get around it, and that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why we invest in areas like in the States and in certain provinces that are landlord friendly, so you can kind of
Negotiate. Like this, like we sent the notices to vacate and one of them paid. There you go. Problem solved. That's all I wanted. Pay my rent. The other guy did not. Well, I guess he's leaving. So there you go. Opportunity versus profits. So this is an opportunity. We're going to fix up the apartment and re-rent it at a higher rent. And that's it. And in Ontario, this would have dragged on for, who knows, like 2 years, maybe.
It could be very long. Yes.
Could be years. So that's why we've pivoted to markets that are more landlord friendly, some Canadian provinces and some American states, and that's it. So.
And then the other exciting news is that we are working with a realtor in Florida.
Yes.
In Orlando. So we're going to be partnering up with a few investors, and we're really excited about it, to do vacation rentals, which I think that is going to be a really good market in Orlando because of everything that's going to be opening up soon.
Yeah, and we did get a little bit of a taste for short-term rentals, Airbnb, through our cottage near Lake Ontario in Prince Edward County. So it's been going very smooth, and we self-manage. So we're hoping to self-manage these Florida properties as well with some staff in Florida.
Which is kind of like what we've done with the out-of-province properties, and it's going really well.
Yeah, you don't really need property management. I mean, it can be good in some cases, but
I think it depends on your level of comfort and what you really want to get out of the situation.
Yeah. So what we normally do, a little trick there is I identify some good people or good tenants to keep an eye on some properties. And of course, there's a big trust factor, but you can do some background checks and certain things. And
start off small and work your way up as well. That's something that we've done a lot with.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't go all out and buy like huge monster properties. You start small and then incrementally add on, and it becomes manageable, and it's not always easy. That's what we wanted to share with you tonight, is there are lots of challenges and accounting is our next big challenge we're working on.
Yeah, so with all of these properties comes a lot of accounting, and you have to find either the time or a member of your power team to do this for you.
Yes, so we're shopping for bookkeeping. I think we found a good solution. We just need to action it and change things over. So and we did, as you may notice, Wine and Real Estate is not on the regular evening. We did take a day off yesterday for all this madness.
Yes, all the fun. Yes, all the fun of evicting tenants and suing people.
Nope, not a good mix. But I did have a great conversation too with one of our tenants here who would like to become an investor. So why not? I'm like, why not? You could be a tenant and buy properties, like if you have good credit, or you can build your credit. So the possibilities, if you're willing to seize them, are endless. And with proper planning,
I'd love to convert all of our tenants to owners that are making money off of income producing assets like real estate, and then we just keep getting more. Yeah,
new people, and who knows, like maybe this is our calling.
You never know.
Yeah, this will be, I think, a short episode, but we just wanted to give you an update on a little bit of eye-opening, but we expected all of this. Like this is
all normal things that
not a surprise at all.
It comes with the territory.
Oh yeah.
So what's happening on Wine and Real Estate next week?
Next week we have an awesome guest, so Alfonso Quadra from Ottawa, and Alfonso will be able to tell us about a lot of horror stories because he does syndication.
If he wants to share.
Yeah, he may not. Maybe everything's great. But he does a lot of syndication and turnover on properties. So I'm sure he's faced a lot of challenges, and he's doing most of his deals in Ontario. So it's going to be interesting to hear about his tenant turnover. Like, we kind of did not want to get into that. So, but he does, and that's great. And he's doing excellent, like tons of units and coaching
he has
people.
Lots of success. So I'm excited to hear. We've already spoken with Alfonso a few times. And I think it'd be great to just get an update and see where he's at. Yes.
And since we're heading back to Ottawa, as some of you know, we are currently in Moncton, New Brunswick for 2 more weeks, and then we'll be back in Ottawa full steam.
Mm-hmm.
And preparing maybe to visit Detroit, where we have some properties, and Florida in the fall later. So get ready, Jennifer. Let's renew your passport.
Yes, I've got to get my passport again.
Yes.
Get my COVID passport. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? A parachute, something, but
No, parachuting is in my future.
No, why not? So that's it, everyone. Have a great evening. Make sure to call Mike and Leanne.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing. And they do, like I said, some coaching for your mortgages and help you grow and scale your business. And that's essential. And we've experienced that today. It was really essential to have a good mortgage broker. So until next week, have a great evening and cheers.
Cheers.
Salud. Bye.